Okay, I'm going to show you how to set up a new website, the files that you will have to set up for a website in Dreamweaver. Okay, so basically the very first thing I like to do is actually, before I go into Dreamweaver, is just go into the hard drive that I'm going to save all the files on, and I'm just using a lacy drive. Okay, rather than use the system drive, okay, I generally like to save things on an external hard drive. So let's have a look here. We're going to start with up here, File, New Folder, right? I'm going to create a new folder, and that's going to start down here. I'm going to call it after my client's name. So we're going to put the client name in there. Now that can actually be, camel case is how I've written that down there, as you can see, but we can actually put a space in there. It's not a problem. Just press enter when you're ready. Now guys, if you're using a Windows machine, you create files differently. I'm not going to go into how that's done on a Windows machine. I'm assuming you are capable of building new files on your Windows machine. Now Mop Squad, there it is. There's nothing in there at the moment, as you can see, so we're just going to double click that. And we're going to create all the new files, the standard files that you have in a website, okay? So let's just bring this down. Now the very first thing that we're going to do is go back up here, File, New Folder again. This one's going to be called CSS, okay? That's that folder. The next one we're going to name, new folder again, is called Images, right? Now I'm not doing anything with these names in terms of them being tricky, just naming them pretty standard that I always name them. There's nothing special here. This is where all the CSS stuff will go. This is where all the images will go. Let's do another new folder. We're going to call this scripts, right? This is where any JavaScript, jQuery stuff will go. I'll show you techniques on how to do JavaScript later on. The next one we're going to do is just general notes. Not very commonly used, but if you have notes that you make to yourself, that's where that goes. Okay, you can save it in there. Another one that we use is, there's one that is created by Dreamweaver itself. It's called Spray Assets. I'm going to leave that out for now. Let me just double check and see that I've got everything that you need. Give me one quick second here. Okay, sorry guys, let me just quickly have a look. That's pretty much all we need. The only other type of file folder, images, it's all there, and that's all there is to it. Okay, cool. So, go back to what I just created there. Right, so then we have a look. CSS, images, notes, and scripts. It's a very good starting point for your file hierarchy. Now what we're going to do is go into Dreamweaver. Okay, I've got that already booted up here. Now what we're going to do, okay, is go up to the top here and create site, new site. Okay, so we're just going to put this in here now. Okay, we've got a site, new site. Okay, now we're going to call this Mop Squad. That's the client's name. Okay, Mop Squad. Now, very first thing we're going to do, remember this is the very first local info, okay? Now local info is where all the information is to be placed and saved on your local system before you go uploading to a server elsewhere. So we're going to bring this down here. First thing we're going to do, click the lacy drive, scroll down to Mop Squad, okay, and just click choose. Okay, let me show you that properly. There's choose. Okay, there it is. All right. Next one, default images folder. Very simple. Click that. Now sometimes this happens. I don't know why. It's a bit buggy, but anyway, let's have a look. There it is. Images. Making sure that you understand that that was from the Mop Squad. Right. There's the Mop Squad. So make sure that's there. And then we just click images. Right. Or if we do it this way, we go to Mop Squad. Right. Images. Okay, that's exactly what you do on the Windows machine as well. All right, choose that, done. Now this gentleman's website is the following, so www.mopsquad.com.au. That's his website. Okay, so that is it. Now the next thing that's happening here, enable cache, yes. Now enable cache means it's going to grab these folders, all right, and bring them into the new project. Now watch what happens when I click down here, yes, okay, right? And when we go down here, as you can see, right, CSS, images, all of these are empty, but they're the exact folders that I created earlier in this video. So there you go. That is how you set up the original file structure hierarchy, and you're done. Now when you go back into Site, Manage Sites, right, go up here, Manage Sites, you'll see that the Mop Squad is there, and I can switch to other websites, but there's the Mop Squad, all done and dusted. So now we're ready to create the very first HTML page.